welcome to my channel. So today it is an assumptions video. Now this is my YouTube notes. So I usually keep my Battle of the Boxes in here, but I have done an assumptions kind of video today, so I've wrote all of them down here. Now I like to watch these, and it's YouTubers who their subscribers have said like what assumptions they've had of the YouTuber, because if you're in YouTube and you're making videos, people are watching little snapshots of things. So you'll watch little snapshots of my vlogs and a little snapshot of my unboxing. But earlier on that day, I might have had like a meltdown, then did the unboxing, and then had another meltdown. But you guys don't see that. So sometimes you can assume for other YouTubers, like, oh, I assume that this person is kind of like this, or I assume that Diary of a 40-something is just like, just has days where she's just the friend to everyone. Like I assume she's just a friend to everyone. Like she has days where everyone's coming over and going, oh Claire, can I get your advice? Do you know what I mean? So that you would assume that of that person. It's just you have like an assumption. So I went onto Instagram and I went onto YouTube and asked if anyone had any assumptions about me, because I wanted to do a video. I wanted to do like a question and answer, but I've done that before. I've done two. I think you know enough about me, so decided to do this, and it's really cool. So if any other YouTubers want to do it, please do it so I can write an assumption under yours. I love it. I think it's a great thing to do. Great video. Right, okay, so we have a load of assumptions. So this might be long. Settle down, get prepared to watch it, be here for a while. Right, or we might get through it really quickly, who knows. Okay, I'm going to start with Kath4372 from Instagram. And Kath said, I assume you put everyone before yourself because you're so kind and selfless. Okay, so Kath, I don't think my family would say that. I think we're all, as human beings, got a bit of selfishness in us, haven't we? So, like, I can be quite selfish in some ways, and then I can be quite selfless in other ways. But I think because I am a carer and a mother and a wife, all those three things are like looking after other people and trying to do other things. So I do find that I'm doing a lot of things, but then not all really well, because that's what I do find. Like I struggle to finish off a task. So I will do something, but then I'll start off on something else, and then I'll do something and I'll start on something else. So then I find myself not doing other things, and people are going, oh Michelle, I wish you would get that done. So then I'm thinking, oh, I need to do that. So I guess that's not selfish or anything like that. It's just you're trying to do things and juggle things. But yeah, I would definitely have to refer to my husband on that. He'd probably say, definitely not selfless. So I do pencil in a bit of time for myself, like my YouTube and getting my nails done, doing my hair, having my luxurious bath in the night time. So I guess I do pencil in lots of stuff for me. But then you got to. Every human has to. Right, okay, then the next one is from F.Jane, and this is on Instagram again, and she said, I assume you miss Scotland and would love to pick up your life and your loved ones in Wales and take them to Scotland. Yes, I would. I would absolutely love it. I mean, I find it very difficult because when I'm in... Oh, low battery, sorry. We better get fast on this. When I'm in Wales, I absolutely miss Scotland, but when I go to Scotland, I absolutely miss Wales. Although... yeah, I do. I miss my house and stuff. Maybe not Wales, but I miss my house and my bed and all these things. So this is definitely my home now. But yeah, the thought of living here forever and being buried here is quite frightening for me. I don't want that to happen. But I also want to be where my... oh, beep beep. I also want to be where my family is. So if they're here in Wales for the rest of my life, then I'm guessing that's where I'm going to stay. But yeah, it would be nice to put everybody in there. It'd be great, right up to Scotland and live there. Okay, this is the next one, and it's Poppy Biff, and this is from Instagram. And she says, I assume you're very confident as you always come across as very friendly and bubbly. And I've had that a lot when I've been at work. When I was in college, I would always get like, do you know these secret things, and you'd write down 3 things about the person, and then you'd have to open them. And I always got bubbly and always got friendly. Because I am, and I think I am quite bubbly and friendly. I try to be. I am, like in Wales, I feel like I'm a little bit more blunt. Like for example, this is a real example. This is far-fetched, but it's true. in Scotland, we would, if we're saying goodbye, or this is my family, which Di always reminds me, it's not Scottish, that's just your family. So other people in Scotland would do different things. So my family, we will, if we're saying goodbye at the door, we'll close the door. We'll say bye, close the door, go back in. In Wales, they'll stand at the gate or stand at the door for 3 hours till you're up the top of the street. Then when you're at the top of the street, you got to beep. Then you got to put your hands out. And I'm notoriously bad at not doing that. So Dad gets really peed because he's like, Michelle, can you just wave to my mum? I'm like, well, I have. No, wave to her at this section. Oh, right, wave. Now you got to wave her at the next one. So I've learnt these little things, so you just have to be different. So I have learnt that I've got that little bit of abruptness in Wales, but I think that's just my family. We're just less friendly in that way. I don't know. But confident, yeah, I would say I am confident. That's definitely something that's came up in my life before. That I am confident, I know my own self and I know what I want to do. But then there's other times I'm very unconfident. So yes, we're all just humans and all trying to plod along in this thing called life. Okay, thanks for your questions, everyone, so far. Or your assumptions, rather. Okay, this is Mildrill Bargman. Bargman, I think I got that wrong. I'm sorry if I didn't get that right. And she said, I assume you work too hard at keeping everyone happy and are too hard on yourself. So this is kind of similar to the top one where you put people before yourself. I do like to try and keep everyone happy, definitely. And I am really quite hard on myself. That is 100% sure. Because I'll beat myself up for everything. Everything that I do wrong, which I do wrong a lot. So yeah, I do beat myself up a bit. And I do want to try and keep everyone happy, but it's hard. It's hard to keep everybody happy, isn't it? I think, like, my husband's really feisty. He's a spicy kind of fella. And I'm more kind of laid back and just like this all the time. So I just try and keep a peace with everybody. And that's generally what happens. Right, okay, this is from Joy Elizabeth 67. I assume you're a handful in a good way, in a happy way, when you're drunk. Yes, I am. I am a handful. Do you know what, right? I'm going to let you into a little secret. Diary of 40-something and Lucy Pertface know this. I don't know if I've ever said to anybody, but I do sleepwalk in life in general. It's really bad at the minute, mind. It's been worse this last year. But I don't know why I sleepwalk, but I've been sleepwalking since I was a little girl. Sometimes I have years where I'm just really bad and then years when I'm not. Now, when I drink, and if I drink over the edge of too much, so for example, I've had 1.5 bottles of wine with a vodka. I know when it's going to happen. I sleepwalk terrible. I'm outside, I'm up in the garden, I'm being sick, I'm sleepwalking up and down the stairs, having panic attacks, running around the house. Oh, it's terrible. It's really bad. So now I can't drink that much, and I don't. I think the last time that happened was 2 years ago, and I got such a fright, which had happened a million times before that. But I got such a fright that I just couldn't. So me and my husband did like a little experiment. 1 bottle of Prosecco, and I don't sleepwalk at all. I'm really, really good. 1.5 bottles, I'm really, really good. But if I mix my drinks or take it even more than to 2 bottles, oh, that is it. But I have been doing dry January, dry February, and now I'm doing dry March. So I've not had any alcohol at all. But if I have 1 bottle of Prosecco, I'm just fun and I love it. The biggest thing for me about having a drink as well is it takes me ages to go out. So if you were to come to me and say, oh, Michelle, do you want to go out tonight? I'd say, oh no, I can't be bothered. Nah, I'm not going, nah. And I'd be going like this. And then someone would say, oh, have 1 vodka, have a drink glass of Prosecco, you'll want to go then. 1 glass and that is it. I need to go out and I'm out for the whole night and I do want to come in. The worst thing about being where we are, we're in the sticks, like of the valleys, and we're like an hour away from Cardiff in the train, and the last train is 10 o'clock. So I never go to Cardiff to party because, as I said to my friend, there's no way I'm coming home at 10 o'clock. No way. And I hate having an all-dayer and then going home at 10 o'clock. I want to stay out forever. Stay out till 3, 4 in the morning when I was back home in Edinburgh. But yeah, I do not like that. Right, then we have from Jackie and Bud, and I think this is moved now onto YouTube because I put it in the little community tab. Went everywhere then. I think you put Elvis on and jive around while doing housework. Yes, I do. I do all the time. Well, my housework day is a Tuesday because that's my mum's day where she goes to day centre. So I always do housework on a Tuesday. Now, I do housework every day, like your basics, washing of dishes and stuff like that. But every Tuesday I'll do the beds, I'll do the bathrooms, like a major clean, stairs, hoovering the stairs, the landing, all the place downstairs, and that's every single Tuesday because you just can't find the time on other days. Before YouTube I could have found the time, but now I've got YouTube. When I come back from mum's, try and get a bit of YouTube done, get my dinner, and then it's time to pick up the kids again, and it's time to go back to my mum's. So because my job isn't full time, it is a full time carer, but it's not full time like hours. So I don't go 8 till 5 and that's it, and you're free to go. My hours are more like I do with my mum 9 till 12. Then I come home and I walk home because Di's working, so I can't ask him to take me in the car. I walk home, which is about a 20-minute walk. Then I get all the housework stuff done in here, do a bit of YouTube, get everything I can do before the kids come back. Then the kids come back at 3, I have to go pick them up. And then I go back to my mum's, give her tablets, get her dinner. Then it's back to the house. And when I get back to the house, it's making dinner for the kids then, making dinner for us. And I don't make dinner for Di. I'm not that kind of housewife. Di makes his own dinner. I make the kids dinner because Di's working. He works like crazy hours all day long. But then it's phoning mum back again at about 4 o'clock, making sure she's okay, what's she up to. Well, it's about 5 then. And then phoning her again at 9. And then sometimes it's going down to put on her shoes, get her ready for bingo on 3 nights a week. So we go back down at 5:45. But also there's been 1 million occasions, this happens all the time, that we phone, she doesn't answer, so we have to go down, make sure she's okay. And then obviously I got to do all her shopping and all her paying of her bills and everything. So it's not a day where it's not something that you would be like, you've got fixed hours. Do you know what I mean? So when I do housework, it's great on a Tuesday because that's the day they go to day centre. That's my respite day, and it's fabulous. I get to do housework all day, sit and watch a movie. It's fab because I don't even get to do that on a Saturday, Sunday either, because they're busy. I still have to go to mum's on a Saturday, Sunday. There's no change. So yeah, that's my feelings on dancing around to Elvis. Yes, I do. I went on a tangent. Right, okay, now it's Hey It's Me. I assume you're a great mum to your boys and that you have a happy family home. I also assume it would be a laugh and a night out. So we spoke about the night out. I would definitely say I am a hoot and a half. I love to go out, I love to get drunk. I am a little bit of a granny when we go out. I don't like if people talk to me, not people, if guys. Do you know if guys come over, I'm like that? Whatever. So I'm a bit like standoffish on that way because anybody could be Hannibal. I just don't like it. So I am a bit like that, and I am a bit of a granny and I have to look after everybody. When I went to my hen night, everybody got drunk apart from me and I had to look after everybody. That's me. Maybe a control freak. That's maybe what it is. A great mum to your boys. I hope I am, but I think every mother is not perfect because there's no rule book to being a mother, is there? There's not one single rule book. Nobody knows how to be a perfect mother. What is perfect? All I can do is let them know I love them to bits and that I adore them and that they're clever, wonderful, special. They can do anything they want to do. As long as I let them believe that, as long as I make them believe that, then yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good at that. But I am crap at making dinner. Eddie, it's a big massive joke now. Eddie goes, "Mum, you can't cook, can you? You burn things." Right? Thanks, Hey It's Me. Okay, next one is being Bryony, and she said, "I presume you're a very busy person who hardly ever stops." Yeah, I think I do. I think I am busy. Like, on an average day, Monday to Friday, I'm between 13 and 15,000 steps. That's not trying. That's not going out for a walk. That's not like, oh, I need to go for a walk. That's just the walking I do, Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday's better because Di takes us in the car, even though he works a Saturday, Sunday, but usually gets his work done by 12 on a Saturday and a Sunday, so that we have the rest of the time to ourselves. So yeah, I think I am quite busy in general, lots of walking. I always know when I meet people in the street and they say, "Gosh, you're walking again?" Like, yep, I am. Right, then we have Katrina McElliott, Eligot, is that it? I'm sorry if I got it wrong. That you only like Elvis and no other musicians. Yes, that's true. No, I love other musicians. I love John Lennon. I love the Beatles. I love Patsy Cline. I love Connie Francis. I love Johnny Cash. I love country. But Elvis is everything to me, and I listen to him every single day of my life. I think about him every single day of my life. I look at him every single day of my life. And I don't think there's been a day since maybe I've been 10. I can't say before that because I can't remember. But I would say from 10 till now, so 27 years, there's not been a day that I haven't thought about Elvis and he hasn't been in my mind. My dad used to say, he'll ruin your life one day. And he actually was wrong. Dad, you were wrong. Because Elvis brought me my life, I would say. Because he brought me my husband and my kids and a new life. So I would definitely say that Elvis was there to transform my life. And then it was Teresa Morgan. Hi, Teresa. And her question, she had two assumptions, sorry, not questions. I assume you would like to have every makeup box if you could. Yes. Yes, I do. I want every makeup box, but there's also a box that I really want at the moment and I can't afford it. It's for my mum. I want to get her a wee box. They're called a wee box, and it's for, like, it's a wee bit of Scotland, and I'd love to get her one every single month. So I'm trying really hard at the moment, but I think it's my tattoo is just taking up too much money. So after my tattoo, I'm going to get her the wee box because I think she would love it. It's a little bit of Scottish down here. I know with her memory though, she doesn't remember and she might not find it quite as interesting as she maybe would have 10 years ago. So that's why I put it off a little bit, because it's a lot of money. It's like £40 for the month when my mum maybe wouldn't get as much out of it. But you never know at the time, because they say that with dementia, because you'll go for a meal and mum won't remember the meal. She'll be like, well, was I there? And I'm like, yeah, you were there. So we take lots of pictures to prove to her and say, look, you were there. And she's like, oh yeah, I was there. So mum likes to make up a few stories. But that's part of the dementia as well. But it's very important that you do, because those little interactions and social things and going out is what stimulates the brain and stops it from dying any further. So that is a really, really good thing to keep her stimulated and active. So yeah, the wee box would be good. So I'm going to definitely think about that. Definitely. Sorry. This tattoo is taking up every bit of my pennies though. Honestly, it's crazy. So now on to Laura Rose. Thank you, Laura. I assume you like a good pint at the pub and you were wild in your teens. I love a good pint, but only on a summer's day. I love cider at Christmas, and I love Prosecco any day of the week. I love Prosecco. I love extra dry. It has to be extra dry. That's my favourite thing in the world. Oh no, oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, I could do with a glass now, but I'm on dry March, so I'm not going to do it, even though I think you're seeing this in April. But yeah, I love Prosecco. But yeah, I do like a pint when you go to the pub, and I do like a cider at Christmas time. And I was wild in my teens. No, I wasn't. I was a really good girl. Like, I can name like 3 things where I did wild things, where I stayed out and told my mum I was at my friend's, and my friend told their mum that they were at mine's, and we stayed out. Went to an Elvis dance and met Elvis boys. So yeah, that was a bit of naughty, but that's really it. Oh, I was quite naughty when I was 28, because I kind of had like a midlife crisis at 28. That's a whole other subject to get into. When I had that midlife thing, that was mad. That was because I can't really go into it, but I had a major meltdown when I was about 28. So anyway, I went to Memphis and then stayed there with random people that I'd only met for one night. I could be under floorboards now. Bonkers. Really, really stupid. But that was a whole other time where I was just really, really struggling at that time. Really bad. Right. Here is another one from Teresa Morgan. I assume that you miss more times with girlfriends, but you love your family. Yes, I love my family to bits, but my goodness, I miss my girlfriend time. I miss it. I've never ever been a big group friendship kind of girl. I've never had big group friendships. I like single friendships, close friendships, bonds. And in school life, I was best friends with Linda. And Linda, I love her. She's still my friend now and was at my wedding. She travelled all the way from Scotland to be there. I love her to death. And we were like this. And then I had in my high school, well, Linda was really my friend through high school. Yeah, she was definitely through my high school. So it was when I had a job. It was my other friend Debbie. And Debbie is a major friend. and I love her to death. We went to Memphis together in New York City. We had the time of our lives, and now we're meeting up in Blackpool this year for a week, and we're having an Elvis holiday together. So I can't wait to introduce you to Debbie. She's just awesome. She's dry humour, and she'll tell it like it is, but I love her to bits. And I had another friend who was like an amazing friend, but we fell out, and that was, I won't mention her name, but she was my bestest friend in the world, and I really let her down over something that I think I was struggling after I lost my dad. I struggled a wee bit, and I was very, very paranoid. I don't know why, I don't know what grief does to you, but I was paranoid, and I thought I seen things. I thought that, I don't know what I thought, but anyway, I let her down quite major, and yeah, I apologised and asked her to be friends again, but she didn't want to be friends with me, and said, well, I don't want to be friends with you, and that's fair enough. So I haven't heard from her in like 2 years, and I do miss her to bits, like really miss her. And she was just a nice person. I loved her, but hopefully she's fine now. My niece still is on her Facebook, so she fills me in all the time and just lets me know that she's safe and happy and okay, and that's enough for me. As long as she's happy and living life in a good way, I'm happy then. But yeah, I wonder if she misses me. Probably not. Especially after I let her down so bad. Yeah, so I miss times with my girlfriends. And then my last girlfriend, the bestest friend I've got, is Jackie, sorry. And Jackie is just wonderful. She's just great. But she is Di's sister. At the end of the day, she is Di's sister. So you are limited how much slagging of your husband you do. Because you don't want to slag him too much. And everybody needs to slag off the husband sometimes. But yeah, she's the bestest friend I've got, and I love her to bits. She's fabulous. I would love to find other friends in Wales that are just my friends and that don't know Di. But that might be one day when I get a job, which would be the best days of my life when I get a job. I can't wait, because that's my biggest dream of all time, is to get a job. But I know I can't with mum. But one day I will have a job, and I want to buy my house. That's the biggest thing I want. I want to leave something for the boys. So that would be my biggest dream. At the moment, being a carer, even a full-time carer, you can't get a mortgage. They're not going to give you one. I mean, I think being a full-time carer is £61.50 a week. You ain't getting any mortgage. So, and mum can't be left alone all day every day, so there's no way I could get a job. I could get a part-time job. I'm allowed to earn £100 a week. But with the kids, picking them up at 3, dropping them off at 9, going to mum's again, I just don't know what kind of job I'd have to get. I'd have to never sleep. That would be my only job to do, is night shift. And I think it would just be impossible. I would love to. I would love to. But yeah, that's one for the future. So yeah, I do miss having girlfriend time. I would love it. I'd love to go out every second Friday or every second Saturday and have a drink with my friends and just have a good old moan or a chat. But I mean, the last time I went out with Jackie, for example, was November. So now it's March. So it's been like 5 months and I've never went out. 5 months. Oh, it's quite sad. Right, okay. Now on to the last one. And this is from Crystal Mosman. And I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And it's, I assume you're a great daughter. That's the last one. I don't know. You'd have to ask my mum on that one. The other night when she was, I think she'd had a urine infection. When she has a urine infection, she's really potty. She just is, our mind's gone. And she said to me, oh, do you know what, Michelle? You're so beautiful. You are a pretty, pretty girl. No. She said, you're a bra girl. You ken? You're a broyan. And I was like, oh, I'm brawing, my mum. She went, oh yeah, you're off your bra. And I went, right, okay, I was getting a bit embarrassed. So sometimes when she's a bit more lucid, she will say things like that, and she'll say, oh, you do so much for me. But my mum, the dementia can change your personality. So she'll tell people, like my sister, and she'll tell my niece, oh, I never see Michelle. For one day to the next, I never see her. They can where she is. But we all know that that's not true. But mum's dementia just changes the personality a wee bit and just wants, or has a need for sympathy, or I'm not quite sure how it works. I'm not an expert in dementia, but my sister, when she's down, my mum does it about my sister. So we've experienced it on all ends, so we all know that that's the case. So now I take pictures whenever I go to my mum's, especially on the holidays, put them up on Facebook and go, here's mum today, this is how she's looking, here what she was for the kids, here we are when we went out for an hour, just so that, because you don't know what she's telling everybody. So yeah, I think I am a good daughter. I try and be the best daughter I can be. It's hard to see mum the way she is, and I do struggle, and I do get angry sometimes because some things she'll think, oh, but mum, because I'm the daughter and she used to look after me. So you do struggle with that, and there's no getting away from it. Every human being would struggle, but you just get on with it and remember that it's the dementia and it's not her, and that's the best thing you can do. Alright, that's it for my assumptions video. Hope you enjoyed getting through this assumptions video. I hope you don't mind it was a long chatty one. I've really enjoyed doing this. It's a bit different to a question and answer video, and I totally recommend it to any YouTubers who are watching. It's just a bit fun and a bit different. Alright, that is it for me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on another video soon.
My channel, comment below, press the bell button, thumbs up, thank you.